one knee up, one leg flat. You want this leg flat on the mat. My elbows are in. Remember, I'm not going to bridge and just turn over. Mike's just going to stay pinched to me here. He's not going to let me out. I have to put something in the way to keep his hips from following me. So before I turn, you can reach my hand down and just check right in his stomach here, right in his hip. Whatever your hand hits is fine. Now when I bridge, his hips can't follow me, so I'm going to bridge, start shrimping my hips out, start working free here. Okay, so whatever you end up in, half guard, full guard, doesn't matter. The important thing is you're not mounting anymore. So one more time, knee up, leg flat. You're always turning towards the flat leg. You're going to make a break first. Now bridge and start shrimping out. So that way his hips can't follow you, okay? So start with that. I want you guys to just do 10 apiece, okay? Do 10 apiece. Technical mount, that's what we're doing, technical mounts. Okay, so we're in technical mount here. So the problem with this position is it's really difficult for me to shrimp out because I can't make a frame anymore in this position. As soon as I try and start hitting into Mike, he just keeps that heel pinch nice and tight in me here. I'm not going to be able to get out. So I need to set a frame up where I can keep this heel from following me. So to do that, I'm going to first get my posture kind of squared away here. I don't want Mike underhooking this arm. I don't want him going here. So you start looking at, yeah, he has all this crazy catch short stuff. He also has arm bars and stuff like that. He's leaning more towards Gracie kind of stuff. So I also don't want to be back here, because then he's grabbing my wrist here, and he's jacking me up that way too. Especially if we're striking. If he gets this, it's like the old school like Hicks and Gracie stuff going on here. So this hand, I like to just put my fingertips on my chin and flatten it out nice and tight right here. So that way it's hard for me to get to this wrist, so I can keep my head in the way, and I can also hide it from this underhook, because I don't want this arm getting underhooked here. Now this arm, I'm keeping it in, and here's why. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my head on the mat. I'm going to start moving like I'm bellying down here. So my hips are going to bridge up just a little bit. I'm going to pull my elbow underneath me here like I'm reaching for a pistol. I'm going to do a little Western quick draw here, right? So I'm pulling my elbow underneath. I'm going to hook Mike's heel right here. Now with his hand in, now I have a break. I have a structure here that heel can't follow me. So now I start shrimping. I can get out of this position. So whether I want to go to half guard, X guard, if you want to do some freaky deaky deep half stuff, that's fine too. Whatever floats your boat, but you're out of technical mount. So I'm in nice and tight, fingertips at my chin, elbow low. I'm gonna roll like I'm bellying down, lift my hips up, pull back, reach my 6-shooter, hook and palm up. Shrimp out, that heel can't follow me anymore, bring my knee in to start getting out of this position. So one last look at the details here. Posture's in nice and tight. Bellying, almost like I'm bellying down just a little bit, turning my chest towards the mat, and I'm grabbing this palm up, and there's a reason here. If I go palm down, I do kind of a monkey grip here. Go ahead and just
move your arm, Mike.
Kind of just peel it up. It's really easy for Mike to break my grip in this position. If I go palm down, I'm trying to rip it off. It's a lot more difficult for me to pry this grip off just by going palm up. Okay, it just creates a different rotation on my wrist. My bones are a little bit stronger in this way, in this position. It's that concept we've been talking a lot about, grappling with our bones. Just how we position our body can create a lot of power and a lot of a good structure for ourselves here. Shrimp. Get that knee in. Wherever you want to end up here is fine. If you want to go all the way into half guard, that's fine too. Okay? Go for it, guys. Get ready to start his wrist and shrimp here. As soon as I feel his hip bump into me, I'm going to hop into technical mount as he turns. Okay? That's what the person on top has to do. It's actually a good response for somebody holding out. To hop into technical mount here. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So when I'm on the bottom of this, more advanced guys, you guys probably run into this all the time. So I'm coming here. As soon as I see that Mike has technical mount, I'm going to go right into this. Technical mount escaping. Okay? So I'm trying to cut down the lag time in your brain where you go, oh, I'm escaping mount. Oh, I'm in technical mount. I gotta escape that. I wanted to make that distance as short as possible. So you're going through the mount escape. As soon as you feel that knee pop up, you go into technical mount escape, not really thinking about it. We're trying to make that instinct. So that's what repetition makes. Practice doesn't make perfect, it makes instinct. Okay, that's gonna be your fortune cookie saying of the day. So I'm doing my good mount escape here. I bridge up. Numbers. Boom. He pops over. Go to my technical mount escape. Now, when you guys are doing this, never fast until she has a seatbelt in, okay? So this is a bad spot for me, right? So we were doing background escapes last week, and we also looked at technical mount escapes as well. So our basic, our old school Gracie Jiu-Jitsu back mount escape. I'm gonna control the top arm nice and tight because I want to keep that from choking me as much as I want to do everything I can to keep this from choking me. I'm gonna lay on the underhook. So I'm laying on Mike's underhook here. So that way if this hand does come free, we start to choke me here, I can keep this hand from coming out and doubling off that pressure so I can kind of maybe survive it. But I want to be laying on this underhook just to kind of kill it. It's going to also stop a lot of counterattacks. If I go the other way, he can arm triangle me. He can set up a lot of other attacks. It's kind of better for him. So I want to be on this side. So I'm controlling this top arm. My bottom hand reaches down. I pop this heel off. Step out. Turn on my hips. Start turning towards Mike here. Now Mike's going to probably look to mount. I'm going to swim my hand underneath his leg. My right arm goes flat to the mat. Swim it out and drive it over. Okay, so we're just looking at this technique in isolation here first, and then we'll turn this into another escape series. So boom, control top arm, lay on the underhook, pop this off, step, so all my weight's on his leg now. I'm turning towards him. I went from being flat to him to kind of perpendicular here. So this takes his back underwood, get my shoulders on the mat. I'm starting to turn towards him. He's starting to throw that leg over, hook it. Now this bottom arm here, this is important. Drop it on the mat and kind of limp arm it under you like that single leg stuff we were doing a few weeks ago. Swim it out. If you're in the gi, you can grab pants and stuff, but it's not going to be an option in no gi, so it's better off just get that arm out of your way. Boom, top arm, then the underhook. Bottom hand pops us off. Okay? Should be pretty a review for most of you guys, so just focus on your details. Nope. Okay. So I'm controlling top arm, still doing my same back mount escape. But you guys are pretty familiar with this. A lot of times what happens, you start escaping, Mike's going to throw this foot over top and start trying to mount. So what are we going to do? We're going to go right into our technical mount escape. Okay? So it's just kind of, it's anticipating what's probably going to happen. Mike does not want to lose this position. He has no desire to lose a dominant position. So if he loses back mount, he's probably going to try and mount 90% of the time, 80% of the time. So if I'm not able to beat that hook completely, he's just kind of on his game a little bit here. He gets that foot all the way across, keep turning, hook that heel, and shove it into my half guard. Okay? So for the person on top, it's also important you're doing this right for the drill. So really the key for the person on top for the sake of this drill is whenever your partner falls to the side and his foot pops up, let's get that heel across the hip. Okay? That's what you're looking to do. So then you can come up in a technical mount and make an escape. Okay? Pretty simple, right guys? You've been doing the technical mount, you've been doing both escapes really well, so it's just transitioning from one to the other as the situation changes. Make sense? Yep. Cool, go for it.